We're usually like 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got my hot tea.
Yeah.
My
What are our beverages this evening?
I have this huge jug of water.
I have water as well.
I got water too.
Hydration, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I've been drinking all day. And then I was like, I'm going to make some peppermint tea for my stomach because it was kind of hurting.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then I was like, maybe if I do my makeup, I'll feel better. And then I did.
Oh.
I was like,
It always makes you feel better.
Mm-hmm. How's it going, ladies? I haven't seen you guys in a while.
Good.
I know. Miss you guys.
I
Been a
know.
while.
I've been really excited for tonight, just to
Me
see
too.
you guys and chat.
To hang out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I've been like so MIA lately. I don't know. The last couple months, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I've been like that the last couple days.
What, Marcy?
I said I've been like that the past couple days. I'll like post and then I'll disappear.
Yeah. I'm the same way though. Life is just busy. Like something just keeps coming up and you can't even catch up with all the things you want to, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I wish mine was that. I wish, I had a lot of things to do, but I'm just being lazy AF.
That's
Mine's
okay
more
too,
lazy.
though. I'd rather that. I'd rather be lazy than go crazy with my brain right now. I can't even think straight, so I can't wait to read with you guys and hang out.
Yeah.
It's been crazy.
Well, huh? Yeah.
So 4 of you are doing the Horror in 24 stand read along, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Deja and I are the only ones, I guess, not doing that. Deja, have you ever read The Stand?
No, definitely not.
Oh, okay. I've read it several years
It's a
ago.
lot. It's a lot,
It is
guys.
a lot. I think it's the longest book I've ever read, for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I think Under the Dome was bigger.
Uh-huh.
I want to say, or is it?
See, I've not actually read it.
I think Under the Dome is bigger, like by a little bit.
Yeah, maybe by like not much, but it's. I think it is
And
bigger.
so
that was really the
boring.
one I read. Which one?
Oh, wait, Under the Dome is boring?
Under the Dome.
Really? I have actually more.
I was bored with it too.
Than.
So
Yeah, the Stand is boring. The Under the Dome is boring. I don't know why they're like like his well-known works. Like there's so many better books out there.
Yeah, I actually paused my read. I'm like, you know what? It's not that I wasn't enjoying it. I was enjoying the characters and all of that, but I don't know if I just wasn't in the right state of mind to read it. So I'm like, I'm gonna put it aside and then I'll pick it back up. But it wasn't like I was hating it,
Yeah.
You were just not wanting to pick it up.
Probably,
If I find myself not at least a little excited about picking a book up, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
And then I just think about it more and more, and then I just am like, life's too short, and then I just do that.
Yeah, I don't even think that like I'm having that big of a problem with it, considering I've been in like this huge, not really slump. I just haven't really been reading lately.
Yeah.
But it's just some of the perspectives are so boring to me. But like other ones are really good and I'm flying through them pretty quick. But like some of the perspectives I just don't care about. And those chapters are taking me so long to read.
Sure.
They're so boring, those ones. I know which ones you're talking about.
Yeah, I
would like to reread it. It's been years.
Yeah, Carol finished it today. So
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Dang. And that was a reread, right? You've read it before?
Oh, I was talking about Under the Dome. I love The Stand. Like I'm loving this. Loving.
So you guys are almost to the end with the read along, like
we have, I guess, like another we're halfway there. We're halfway there.
Halfway.
So.
Carol's just an overachiever.
Yes. If I didn't push through right now, I probably would have I just had to go while I had the momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta
It's like going
I like it. I like the book, but
I just gotta go. I can't pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great book, and
took-
when you get to the end, it's amazing. But it's like getting to the finish line is rough.
Yeah, I took a couple days off from reading it just because I wanted to reread Shadow and Bone before the show came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And because I was going to do that, because I was going to do that as an audiobook. I'm listening to The Stand also as an audiobook. So I was like, let me listen to this, get this out of the way, and then I'm
Yeah.
jumping back in. Yeah.
The audio is really good. I'm listening
Really
to
good.
the audio too. I'm
Yes.
entertained, so
Yes.
it's good.
Yeah, I've been reading it every day, but I think today I'm gonna start this one, the one
Yeah.
we're reading for the book club, because
That's what I'm reading.
read it. Nice.
I'm not reading that today, but I'm listening to the audio and I'm almost done with it. Well, I say almost done, but I have 5 hours.
We write it down.
You'll
Yeah.
finish that in an hour, Deja.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 hours for me.
She's
So
on 4 times speed. She'll have that done in no time.
in my head, I'm almost done. So
How long is the audiobook total?
I'm trying to check. It doesn't. I hate that it doesn't tell you the percent on Audible. It's like almost. Not me trying to do math. I think it's almost 15 hours.
That was going to be my guess, actually. Because
It's
this
a really
is
good
pretty.
audiobook. I like it.
See, I don't have access to the audiobook. I'm cheap. I won't pay for Audible, and I won't go through the mess of returning them. And no, if I can get it free from my library or Hoopla, then I just ain't listening to it, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, I'm only on page 58. I actually didn't read it all yesterday of any book, which is strange for me, and I haven't read yet today, which is also weird. So this will be, I'm going to really try to push through with these sprints. I hope that'll kind of get me. I'm liking it. There's not like a hump to get over, but once you get to a certain point in a book, you're just kind of going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping. I guess we weren't really talking about what we were reading, but now we are.
No, it's okay. We can totally talk about it. I was reading some of the comments, and Faith said that a character in The Stand was also written into Eye of the Dragon, which was King's only fantasy novel. I didn't know that, but maybe I don't know. Did Crystal, Marcy, you guys?
Yeah.
Harold, you read more Stephen King than I do.
Yeah, they're all
It's
kind of
an
connected.
overarching character in a lot of
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No spoilers, but yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Interesting. Cool. So everyone, let us know in the
Is it the same
comments.
character that's in the Dark Tower series? Harold?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I know who that is. Okay.
Okay. I don't know. I guess I'll ask you.
Don't say anything.
It's literally everything is connected. Like his
Yeah,
books
we're talking
are-
about The Stand.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My husband's in the other room, what are we talking about? I'm like, don't,
Right.
don't say it. I'm waiting for him to be
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
"You
forgot
mean
he read that
this
one.
first?"
Did everybody discuss what we're reading already?
Mhm. We're going
Not
through
really.
right now. I was just going to tell everyone in the chat to let us know what they're reading. So I see
Yes.
the cool prints on here.
Cool print.
haven't read that one yet,
love the
and I have it on
cool
ebook.
prints.
Monica
I-
just started writing books.
Really should pick up a fantasy soon. Start with Carol, and I'll just go over. I know you guys already said, but you could just repeat yourselves. But Carol, you can introduce yourself and let us know what you're reading.
All right, my name is Carol. My channel is Carol Marie Reads. I read a little bit of everything. Obviously, we were just talking about The Stand, and then now I'm going to read tonight. I'm going to read Rule of Wolves by Lee Bardugo. So my reading is
Nice.
all over the place.
That's awesome. I want to read that one so bad. I've read all the other ones, but I'm like, should I reread it before I read? Because I'm like, it's been so long and I forget.
And
Yeah, it's been a
I
while.
reread the trilogy, like the Shadow and Bone trilogy, and then I skipped Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom because I didn't have time before Rule of Wolves came out. But if you need a refresher, I would suggest reading Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom along with the trilogy because there's a lot in King of Scars.
Uh-huh.
It all carries over a lot. So if you need a refresher, then
I will
would-
definitely need a refresher, I feel like. But I won't mind rereading those at all.
I
Yeah,
have a
they're
hard
fun.
time committing to wanting to read a book when I have to reread 6 books to read it. I'm like, no.
I'm with you on
that's
that.
too much for
Even
me.
if it's a favorite book of yours or a favorite series.
The thing is I don't read a lot of series, and I think that's because of unless it's done or almost done, and there's a lot that I can just, go. But I don't, the appeal of a series, it's just not like, I totally get it, but it's not something I gravitate towards.
Yeah, you don't want to commit to it.
Yeah. Like I said, unless it's something that's done or almost to the end of, or has like a good backlog that I can get into, I don't really pick up a lot of series. I also don't read a ton of fantasy, almost none. So, and there tends to be lots of fantasy series. So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
not a lot of
Kristen,
like
what are you
contemporary stuff.
I'll just like Google the synopsis. I can't reread like 6 books before like a new one comes out. So I'll just like Google like what happened in this, and then it'll refresh my memory.
Someone's
but
made a
rereading
YouTube video out
thousands of
there.
pages.
Carol, I'm like you. I'm a rereader like you.
YouTube video tells you everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crystal, what are you
My
reading?
turn now? Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I was reading We Ride Upon Sticks. I actually started it the other day. It's a little slow for me because I'm not like a field hockey person. So like the discussion of that is kind of like making me trail off a bit, but I'm going to try a little bit tonight. Also, I've been reading my trusty book sleeve here. I've been reading The Bone Season. I just started it and it's really good. Did not realize like how much like metaphysics are in here. And I love psychic stuff and all that kind of stuff. So there's like palmistry people in here and there's like clairvoyance and things like that. It's really cool. So that's a fantasy series I'm getting into. But on my channel, I pretty much read everything besides like a lot of nonfiction. I don't really read a lot of nonfiction, but I'll give anything a shot. I like everything.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Crystal, is the Bone Season series adult or YA?
They're saying it's YA now, but it was originally like an adult, but it reads like an adult, so I don't really know.
I've seen it and heard really good things about it, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. It's definitely adult in my eyes, but
Yeah.
Let me answer Monica. She's asking when the live show is for We Ride Upon Sticks. That's the 29th.
Yeah.
So next Thursday.
So
Same
next
time, right?
Yeah, same time, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. my time. Pacific
Yes.
Standard Time. So it'll be an hour earlier than our usual live shows, but I don't know. I think this time is kind of working better for us, and especially with having Molly on too, and it's kind of late for them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that
really
will
get this book finished.
next Thursday. We usually try to, if you like, to give you the best ideas, we usually try to go with like the last Thursday of the month. That seems to kind of work for us for live shows. So if you keep that in mind, then you'll usually know when. But it's always on Instagram. We always post it on the Instagram page. I'm going to see what other people are reading too before I get like too far behind.
Someone's reading Every
Value Break. Yeah, I saw that.
Which Kat just read in her taste test video and gave it 5 stars.
I know. But I've also heard people be disappointed. So I don't know.
I've never read Peter Swanson, so
Me either. But that one sounds like the most interesting to me.
Yeah.
I read a few of his books and I did not like his books at all. I don't know.
Really?
And I love thrillers, but they just didn't do anything for me. They weren't like as great as everyone says. That's my opinion.
I read one of them and I really liked it. I gave it like 4 stars, but that's the only one of his I read. I think I tried to read another one. I think it was Her Every Fear. And then I like ended up DNFing it because I listened to the audiobook and I couldn't focus. I was like, not having it.
Monica says that one she gave it 3. Yeah, I did hear that it was, I've heard it's really, really good, or I've heard it's like not.
It's a mediocre.
No in between. Someone else is reading that.
Jan, yeah.
Someone's doing, Faith is doing a year-long read-along of Sanderson.
Hi, Chanel.
Chanel.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Jan,
A lot, Jan.
Jan always does that. Jan always reads like a billion books at once. But honestly, I'm pulling a Jan right now too, so I can't even talk.
Yeah.
I hope
I'm
you
usually
love
reading
that.
2 or 3
I
books.
gotta say, I don't know about the other ones because I haven't read any of the other ones. But
Crave is not it. Echo Wars.
Crave is like a kind of a Twilight light.
It's
not-
literally
Yeah, Crave is
It's literally
like a
not
spoof.
Twilight. It's not.
But I know it's like adult, right?
No, it's young adult, but like it's literally at an academy. So it's not Twilight, and like there's vampires in it, but like there's a whole bunch of other creatures, and like the writing's really bad, and there's a lot of
It's
pop
just
culture
bad.
references, like
So
not in a
bad.
good way.
Okay.
And the
Either
relationship
from
is
Bookables Reddit.
so dry. The relationship has no
Yeah.
juice, none.
Yeah, me and Heather read it together
likes
last
a
summer,
juicy
and we were
relationship.
freaking out.
Literally, right now I'm also reading The Guest List. That's one of the books I'm reading. But my audiobook got returned to the library, and I'm like, I'm not liking this because the drama isn't juicy. Like, I'm so bored. Like, what is? I'm like, there's no drama. There's no tea. Like someone was like, there is tea, and I was like, it's like, you know, like the remnants of like the tea leaves sometimes I get at the bottom of the cup. It's like that. It's literally not. It's not good.
It's just young, I think. It's just young. Too young.
Right. Oh, see, Chanel's saying mixed reviews for every value break.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, right here. I'm usually enjoy Peter Swanson, but every value break was
This
not
seems
it.
to be,
So, some mixed reviews.
divisive, yeah.
Yeah. The Guest List, another 3-star. I think I gave that one 3 stars as well.
Yeah. I think I gave it 4. On looking back, it would probably be more of a 3. It's one that I recommend to people because it's extremely fast paced. And
The Guest List? Is it?
yeah,
Is it though?
I thought it was. The chapters are like 2 pages a piece.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I thought it was too.
really
I
fast
was
paced.
listening to it,
and
so I
it's
didn't really
short.
notice. I didn't know. Listening to it, I
Yeah,
was like, okay.
I gave it 4 stars, but I just talked about it. I think it was in my February wrap up or March, but I was thinking about changing it to a 3 because I can't tell you what I read. I don't even know what
Didn't
the
love
story
the
was. It was like forgettable.
Yeah, but it's one that I feel like I recommend to people who need something fast paced or are feeling slumpy. Because I'm like, this is like 300 pages maybe. It's super short chapters. Like the story kept me engaged, even though I didn't think it was that like twisty or exciting. It was okay.
I remember reading it really fast, but I don't remember much else about it. I knew.
I remember that Gabby had given it 5 stars, and so we all were like hella hyped on it, and then we all were like, "That ain't it."
Yeah.
I think for me, it isn't fast paced so far because my return got like put back to the library, so like I'm not even reading it. But like I never wanted to pick it up. Like I was like, no, I don't want to read this. So like I was like, so it was taking me like a long time to read it because I never wanted to read it.
Right.
I gave it a 3.5 actually, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that because I felt like I enjoyed it, but then it was forgettable. So if you're not enjoying it, Deja, just let it go.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I'm a finisher.
It's not one that I would be like, oh no, stick with it. Yeah.
I still want to know because I actually got spoiled because it's like obviously like the mysteries, like who died, like you're trying to figure out who died and then who killed them. I already know who died. Like somehow I got spoiled, don't remember how. But like I want to know who killed them. Like I'm still like I want to know, but that's just because
I'll just DM you.
Like I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
Like girl, I'll tell you, and you'll go okay, and then you'll move on with your life. Like
no,
it's
I'm
not.
I've already invested too much time.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll just speed through it, and I won't remember any of it. But I'll still be like, I finished it.
There you go. I have DNF'd y'all that many books this month. Like I have stopped caring. I've also only read that many books. So I have DNF'd as many as I've read. Like I DNF'd a book at 50% the other day. I was like, this is agony. I hate this. I don't care.
It's not worth it. You can get a DNF and you can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
I've never regretted DNF to this day. And I tell myself that every time I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you're not going to care. You're not going to think about it ever again after.
We're all pro DNF here. So
Very pro.
Yep.
You're not going to get any backlash for that.
No.
Chanel said she DNF'd 5 books this month.
Yes, Chanel, same.
You're not the only one.
Yes, I do. I feel free.
But I feel free.
I do.
So freeing.
So
You're like,
true.
I'll start something
So
else.
true.
start fresh. Marcy, what are you reading tonight?
Yeah.
Taking forever to do this.
Well, I think I'm gonna go with. Hold on, let me open it because it's When the Stars Go Dark. I think it came out like a week, 2 weeks ago by Paula McLean. And I have an e-arc of it, and I think I'm like 15%. So I just want to get like some of that read so I can. My NetGalley is out of control.
Me too.
I think I have that arc too, and I just didn't read it. So.
Yeah, it's pretty good so far. I mean, only 15% in, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Deja, you already said what you were reading, but
I'm reading this.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say.
This came out 2 days ago, but like because it's indie published, when you pre-order it from Amazon, it didn't come till today. And I swear I was in the middle of class and I heard my Alexa beep and it did like the yellow ring for the notification. I was like, I literally turned around so fast, I flipped, and I was in the middle of class and I ran down my stairs. And my mom was like, "Are you okay?" And I went outside to get this
It's here.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I'm only
The excitement.
32 pages in, but I did
is this
start
a sequel to some? Oh, is it the sequel to? What is it?
from Blood
I
and
have to
Ashes.
start the
third
first
book.
one.
Thank you.
It's
I
the
have
third
to.
book, and I love seeing them all together. Hold on, they're all so pretty. Like
I love how chunky they are too. I just love big books.
Yeah,
No, there was
me too.
they're really, really chunky.
Didn't From Blood and Ash win the romance last year?
It's
On
a
Goodreads?
fantasy romance.
God, there's already a third one?
Yeah, she's coming out with them like every 6 months.
Dude.
She's writing away that
You
one.
must have already had that whole thing written.
I know, and so I think the fourth book is gonna come out this year, which should be the last book in the series. I think she said
Damn.
it this year.
You're laughing.
But like, do you like
Damn.
what this is the audio?
Because Amy was like, a fourth book? Like,
And I was like,
Yeah, I think she said that she is. But maybe
I love
early.
big books, y'all. Like the
they're
idea of
huge.
They are really big. The
They're
audiobook for this is like 25 hours, but all of them are like that. So, like the
Yeah.
whole
I've seen an audiobook that's like 12 or 13 hours. I'm like,
I know.
who do I listen on to?
They're so pretty too. Like the covers are gorgeous. On those
Beautiful,
books.
beautiful.
They're so pretty.
And look at this. Whenever I have a book that I really like or I'm excited for, I always take a picture of it with my dog because it makes him so uncomfortable. So I took some pictures of him today. This is him with the book.
Oh my god, he's so
And
cute.
he
Oh
always
my.
yawns. He always yawns and like look.
Because you're making him nervous.
I saw that in your stories. It was so
I love
I
it.
love it when he yawns. It's so funny to me. He looks so weird. I don't know. He looks like a rat to me.
Oh my god.
Oh my
So cute. We all have bully dogs. Most of us do, right? We have all bully breeds.
Yeah.
So that series is going to be 6 books now.
Oh, 6.
Oh,
I thought it was gonna be 4. Oh, the
it'll be
novella.
done by next year.
Spin-off prequel.
That is long.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of the
Oh my
first book has
goodness.
like no world building, but there's a lot of world building now.
Charlotte's coming in with the dropping info bombs on us. She's like,
Yeah.
there's this, there's this, there's
Yeah,
this. Charlotte
and an
knows what's up.
alternate POV book.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be 4 books plus the prequel and the POV book. Like that's what I thought it was gonna be, but apparently I don't know.
Someone
Damn.
says there's a novella coming out.
No
in
matter what,
October.
that's crazy. That is so fast to be pumping out books. I couldn't even imagine.
Okay, yeah, these 2 books I know came out like 6-7 months apart. The first and the second
I
one.
mean, I'm not saying no one could do that, but I imagine like the editing, the marketing, the actual
But
she would have had to have a good chunk of this written,
But
probably.
it's not
Took advantage of the pandemic for sure.
but it's not traditionally published. There's like not as much marketing. It's indie published. Like she published it herself.
Yeah.
Oh, she did?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
She probably pays her own editor and she can get it published quickly that way.
Oh, that makes sense
really-
then.
She's
Yeah.
really written like a lot of books.
Yeah,
Like,
because if you're
what I
into your self-publishing, yeah, you can get stuff.
It moves
Wow.
quicker. Yeah.
books.
She
So
is a traditionally published author, though. She has some books that are.
yes, she does have some.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense then. Yeah.
So, Amy, you're reading our book for this month.
I am reading our book for this month. We Ride Upon Sticks. Oh, by the way, I'm Amy from Amy Reads, and I talk a lot, and I'm sorry for that. I read a little bit of everything, except for I don't read a lot of fantasy. I read contemporary romance. I've started getting into a bit of literary fiction. I like thrillers. I like weird stuff. And yeah, like I said, I'm 58 pages into this, so not much, but I'm going to try. I don't think I'll get halfway tonight, but we'll try, because this is giving me, I think it's just because it's like a group of girls set in the 80s, and there's a, I'll say paranormal for lack of a better word, thing going on is reminding me of My Best Friend's Exorcism. I don't know if anyone else is getting those vibes. I mean, the story is very different, but it's just kind of giving me those vibes. I'm obsessed.
I love that.
End pages.
Mine
So cool.
have it because I have the paper.
Oh, well, the paperback is beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah, the colors.
Okay, it has a map thing.
Hers quick. She's like, mine doesn't have.
we do have it. It's just not the end pages.
It's
Yeah.
just like it's not the end
pretty.
pages. It's like second or third page in.
Yeah. So I was under the assumption, I don't know why, I guess because I heard other people talk about it. I thought that this was like, oh, haha, they like they like made a deal with the devil or something, but it's going to be witchcraft instead, I think. So anyway, I didn't realize, I don't know why. I guess I just heard other people pitch it.
I'm
like
excited
that.
for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've not gotten
too.
to, I mean, obviously they've like done something.
Yeah.
That's at the very beginning, but what they've done, and I do appreciate that they are like, they'll be like leaving you on these little like, who, and if only we had known what was to come, or like little things like that. And I'm like, what's going to happen? Like, I kind of,
that.
it is a bit slow at the beginning, and like Crystal said, I'm not a field hockey person either, but it's good, and I have a feeling I'm going to like it. I just need to kind of like get past the 100.
Yeah, get more into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hopeful since you said that it compares to My Best Friend's Exorcism because I love that book.
I mean, that's like the sort of vibe again, because it's like, I mean, it's not exactly the same or anything, but it's 80s.
just supernatural
it's a
80s.
It's a supernatural,
like,
yes. Not
I'm here
paranormal.
for
Thank
those
you,
vibes.
supernatural. Yeah.
I'm
So.
all about it.
So we're sprinting. Sorry, it started 6:30.
Totally fine. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and start sprinting. I'm reading the book too. I'm just starting it though, so I don't know anything about
How
how
long are we sprinting?
We're going to go ahead and sprint. Let's do 20 minutes.
All right.
All right. All right, everyone. How did that first sprint go?
Good. Like 25 pages I got in.
Right. I didn't read very many pages. I read this like super slow in the beginning. And the print
It's
is
honestly a lot of words. It's really like
is.
wordy, and you feel like you have
It
to
is.
read every single word, you know?
Yeah, it really is. There's not a ton of dialogue. I mean, there is some,
Yeah.
but I only got 15 pages.
Yeah, I read 8.
I read 21.
Nice.
Another page, another.
Good. I always read books so slow when I'm first starting them too, because then I'm like, I want to make sure I don't miss anything or.
Well, and there's like 11 characters right off the bat in this, so I'm still like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you have to
I
get
love the
used to group
references,
of the
too.
writing too. Like if it's something a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like the I know Crystal, you were saying like the field hockey thing wasn't really for you, but like I love hockey, so I'm like but I've never watched field hockey. I don't know like what the actual difference is.
Field hockey is a very New England thing. Like I mean, not to say there aren't any, but like field hockey, like no schools around here have field hockey.
Right.
Like, I don't think that's a Southern thing.
Yeah, I played sports all my life, so I like that connection. Like I'm used to doing like the summer conditioning and
that they talk
and
about,
prepping for the season. Like so, it's kind of like that's like a nostalgic thing too.
That's Mom has a question. Who is the narrator? It's none of the girls in the team, but it's a first-person narrator.
I've been wondering that too. I
don't know.
It's just what's the word? It's just a omnipresent narrator. I think it's just some
Yeah, the only thing that I find kind of weird is like it says like we, like them as them with them. So like at first I thought it was a girl on the team, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm kind of like waiting to catch like a name or something, but like there hasn't been.
Yeah, there's not enough dialogue
either. Give you one either.
You know, I had not even thought about it.
I've been wondering it, and I was like,
I had not thought twice about what tense, but like the first person, third person. I hadn't thought about any of it.
Yeah.
But now that you pointed out, I don't know if we're going to if we're going to find out it's something or some type of entity, or it's just supposed to be. See, Carol has read it, so obviously no spoilers.
Yeah.
You just got to read it.
So I guess that question is not sure. Unsure.
Not sure. Unknown. 20 pages of Stuck on Murder by Lucy Lawrence.
Is that like a cozy mystery?
That's what I'm assuming.
It sounds like
it's got a cute name.
And the username is the Cozy Reader Life.
Oh,
yeah. There you go.
Cozy mysteries.
Yeah.
I totally don't know where my AirPods case went. Like, I don't know where I put it.
Listening to The Duke and I on page 25 and reading The Gilded Ones on page 10. I have The Gilded
Ones. You doing that at the same time? Are you listening to that? Listening to it?
That's multitasking.
I know. Like, people do that, like, even in my sprints. Like, they'll just, like, flip-flop between the books, like, every other sprint. And I don't understand. Like, my brain can't do that.
Oh, I could do that. I couldn't. Yeah, probably not within the same sprint.
Yeah. But I feel like as long as they're different genres, I might be able to do it. But
yeah,
they have to be like very different stories. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they're too similar, I get all confused.
Mm-hmm. So we'll probably sprint again. I'm going to say 4:05. 4:05.
So 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll give it 10 minutes. Deja, you just posted your announcement for like Peppa-a-thon and stuff, right? So that's happening in May.
Yes.
I'm really, really excited.
I'm
excited
so
for
excited
you.
since you were like showing us like all the memes and the prompts.
I know.
With the memes. It was so
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot
so
of
good
fun.
at that.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, you are good at that.
The prompts took me so like it's so hard to find. Like there's like probably like 15 really popular like Peppa themed memes, but then trying to find ones that you can actually think of a prompt with that makes sense. It took me forever. Like my brain was hurting. Like I was like, I
You did it though.
Put the effort in, so
yeah.
it looks
Marcy,
really good.
Marcy, you didn't tell us. Did you tell us how much you read?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm half asleep. I just asked my husband for some coffee, so don't mind me.
No, you're fine.
I read so it's like the NetGalley book, so they don't have pages, but I went from I think 10% to 19%. Wait, that doesn't sound right. I do not read that fast.
It could just be short too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or in the formatting or something might be weird.
Maybe.
What is that
Hold
book
on.
about, Marcy? Is it horror?
No, I think it's a thriller.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hold on, did I not save the last one? Yeah, I think I was like on chapter 10 and now I'm like going into part 2, but I just read chapter 12. So only 2 chapters.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
But it's a thriller, and I think, man, who just read it? I can't remember who read it on a reading blog, but it's When the Stars Go Dark. It's this one.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, I think I've seen that cover.
Yeah, I don't know, but was it Gabby that read it? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I like that cover a lot, actually.
Yeah, I do.
I love it, yeah. And it's pretty good
Mhm.
so far, but it's because I'm taking such long breaks from this because it's an ebook and I have such a hard time picking up my ebooks that I keep jumping in, forgetting what's been happening in the past. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Right.
Honestly,
Can you
I
guys
love
hear my
reading.
dog snoring?
No.
No.
I wouldn't mind.
Mine's
if I could,
snoring,
because it's adorable.
Just making sure. They have a really
Yeah.
rough life, you know, so I gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough out there.
Right.
Monica says she is loving the 80s vibes in We Ride Upon Sticks. I also am liking that.
Yeah. There's a
and I
lot of references that I'm loving. There's one where they reference this perfume. I don't know if you got to it yet, but it's the Love's Baby Soft. Do you guys remember that? Those sprays?
Dude, I do.
And they were like little tiny, I guess you would get them at like a drugstore or something. They were so little, but they were so powerful. And it smelled like baby powder. So I was like, oh my god.
Oh, that bottle.
Did it unlock a memory?
Are you having flashbacks?
It just looks like a tiny, like a vibrator. Like I don't say that, but like Google loves baby.
Oh my god,
soft.
it does.
It really does.
Yes, yeah, it looks
Okay.
like a little
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like a pocket
a little
size.
vibrator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking back on it now.
That was
yeah.
my first thought. I was
I
like,
gotta look up a picture now.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, this just really took me back. I forgot about this.
So I don't recognize
see it?
this.
Is
Yeah,
it-
show the people.
I
This
can't even.
looks-
It's not even gonna.
Yeah.
There
it
it
was
is.
like
It looks like a bullet.
yeah.
Isn't that what they're called? Like when
You
it's
got the jasmine one. I like the jasmine smell too. There was a jasmine smell.
I just
Oh my
remember
god.
the pink one. That pink one, like that's just
Yes.
Oh my gosh, how funny.
that's
me
funny.
back.
I don't remember having these.
I
I
don't
think
think me either.
I remember
well,
them, but not by name.
Don't worry, you can
I
buy
can
them.
smell
on
it right
Amazon.
now.
Yeah, it looks like they're still available.
I wasn't born, so
I might have to buy one.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was born in 1989, but I was 2. So,
I was 8.
I was
Yeah.
born 1988, but I mean, in the 90s, they still existed.
Yeah. I just didn't recognize them.
I totally.
I definitely. What is it? Well, that for guy. Well, I guess it was unisex, but bod was a big thing.
That was so gross.
Oh,
I did not
it's so awful. My mom used to wear Charlie perfume. I
Yes.
don't know if you all remember that, and she would get it at like Big Lots.
Heard of that.
Classy.
Does anybody here remember, or am I just going to show my age, when Big Lots used to be McCrory's like eons ago?
I do think I remember that when I lived in Florida.
Yes, I
I
guess I
don't know
was
if
like,
they were ever called anything other than Big Lots up here.
Yeah, we just got Big Lots over by me, like in Jersey, so it's like
wow.
a new thing over
Love
here.
Big Lots.
Yeah.
Like, we live like 2 seconds from one, and
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's good.
Especially their snacks. Ooh.
The snack game. Yes, and it's
Yes.
great because if you don't want to like go into like an actual grocery store, but you need like a couple little things, I'm like, I'm gonna go in there because no one's in there.
Yes.
And they have surprisingly. That's where this couch is from. In
Yes.
fact,
Wow.
because they just started carrying like I don't even remember what this couch is. Some like fancy brand, and they started carrying it and they had like different ones for Big Lots. And this couch is excellent, and it's like the best we've ever had. Like it
looks comfy.
It's
That's what we've got
incredible.
one from Big Lots too, and it's like a hand-me-down, 10 years old or something, and it's still going strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's this huge sectional. We've never had a sectional, and it's awesome. So yeah,
That's
Go Big
awesome.
Lots. Couches, snacks, sometimes pretty cute decor.
Yeah.
This has just turned into Big Lots sponsor me.
I love their Christmas
used to-
Snacks for
collection.
your couches.
Yeah.
Yes,
They
there's
used to not be
seasonal
nice
stuff.
up here. Like up here, it was kind of like, ew, you shop at Big Lots. But like over the past like 10, 15, 20 years,
Mhm.
it's like really nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like that was definitely. I feel like they've redone a lot of them. I know they've redone the one here, and it's like nice inside. Like it's
Yeah.
because they did used to be a little more rundown and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Marcy, their Christmas stuff, their Halloween.
Yes. Amazing.
It's always one of the first places I go for Halloween stuff. Like my brother and I have this like tradition because we're both just like obsessed with Halloween. And it'll be like, we have to go to Big Lots together to look at the Halloween stuff.
Yeah, and before it gets like ransacked over, because they have such
I'll
good stuff.
go. Yeah, I'm that person that is like Michael's. Like I'll be like, "Ma'am, when are you putting up Spooky Town?" They're like, "Lady, we haven't unboxed it yet."
Lady, it's July.
Yes, I know, and that's usually when you put Spooky Town up. Thank you. I used to work here. I know you put Spooky Town up in July. So when is it going up? that's me.
You're
For
like,
sure.
I know you at least have the catalog. Let me see that.
Yes, I'm like, "This is the catalog."
Let me pre-order.
Yeah.
I have nowhere to put the Spooky Town that I currently own. So I don't have a place to put it all. So like I gotta stop buying it.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
one like every year.
Yeah.
I think last year was
I
the
love
first year I
it.
didn't get one in a long time, but I have no room.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And we have so much indoor Halloween decor.
Yeah.
Like last year was, of course, last year, so it was awful, and we were like bummed because we weren't going to get to do Halloween. And we decked our living room out like every night. It was just like purple and orange lights everywhere, and we were just like, "This is amazing." I loved it.
That's awesome.
How long are we sprinting, Raine?
Well, let's do 15 this time. I'm gonna save. I was, because you guys brought up that perfume. I was thinking about this old body spray from back in the day. I'll bring it up after this sprint, and then you guys will have to let me know if you remember it. But
Okay.
we'll go ahead and sprint for 15 minutes.
All right.
All right. Okay. So do you guys remember the juice bar body sprays?
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I love
They had
those
like
too.
the gummy bear one.
Oh my god, I can smell it. Literally, like thinking about it, I can smell it. Amazing.
Some of them had like glitter in it and stuff.
Yes.
Like I just
Oh my
totally
god, I have to buy these now. I have to.
love
Done
one.
them. I'm gonna smell like gummy bear when I go to work next week.
I know that. Oh my gosh. So how was that sprint, guys?
Oh, Amy, you're muted.
No
I thought I'd unmute myself. Body Fantasies is one that I remember.
body
Get
fitness.
it.
Okay.
Let me pull up a picture on my phone.
I was gonna say that's something interesting to Google.
Body
Yeah,
fence.
I'll have to put like fragrance spray. Okay. Oh my God! You can buy it right now at Big Lots for $3.
Wow.
I do
I'll
remember.
find it what it looked like in the '90s, though. Like, let's see.
They have like the bottle changed, but like the bottle I remember is this one. Oh. And then it has
Yes,
like
I was gonna say that's
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
talking
like the
about. But
color,
Yeah.
like
apparently, it's still a thing, and it looks different. You can buy the Big Lots for $3.
I did have that.
Yeah.
I had this.
How much did y'all read?
That's so funny.
I had to switch books. So now I'm back to the stand because my iPad is like at 5%. So I just put it to charge. I'm like, I'll just keep listening to the stand. I think I only got like, a couple pages in because I started reading it towards the end.
Nice. How far are you into the stand, Marcy?
I am only 270 pages in.
Yeah.
I don't feel so bad because I'm like
That's kind of on pace. I mean, I guess we are halfway through, but we still
Yeah.
have.
You still have
Till
time
May.
with the audio.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the audiobook and I'm just going to like binge it in like 5 days. And then I took the stupid break to read, which I shouldn't have. I should have just finished the stand. I would have been finished before the Shadow and Bone show. And I could have because I think I read Shadow and Bone in like 24 hours listening to it. So
Yeah. That's a
whatever.
quick one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
I got like
gotten
11 pages in. That's it.
You're reading We Ride Upon Sticks, right, Crystal?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it a lot. Like I
What
wanna
page
keep
are
reading
you
it.
on?
I'm on 39.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought.
I'm
Oh,
enjoying it.
were you just starting it tonight?
Yeah, I was just starting it. I read like a few, I would think 3 pages or something like that before.
I'm 64 pages in now. I've made a
Nice.
little chunk.
good.
Are
I
you
really
loving it?
like far tonight because I'm like, we need to finish this quick. Okay, you going in now.
Right.
I read like 22 pages, but I got to like the next book in the book.
Nice.
How is it? Because I'm going to pick that up soon.
It's not bad, but it's not great.
Yeah.
It's just
It's,
such a big one. It's such a pretty book, but it's so big.
Yeah, and it's like one of those books. I don't know if this is just me and I'm weird, but like you don't want to pick it up, but then once you do and you read a few pages, like you don't want to stop.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's like not.
So not great for sprinting because you're like, once you get into it, you're like, oh, now I have to stop.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
something big, and then it's one of those things where there's like multiple perspectives, and so if she leaves off on like a cliffhanger in one of the chapters, you get a different perspective for a few more chapters, and you're like, wait a minute.
You just want to get there.
Yeah.
I think I read like 12 pages this time.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm on page 85.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
I
read.
feel like I can't speed read this book. I really can't. You
No,
can't.
it's much. I don't want to say it's dense because it's, but it's wordier, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely
than
wordier.
I was anticipating. Like I knew it was. It's not YA really. It's not YA. Even though the characters are in high school. But I don't know. I guess I anticipated the writing to be a little less involved. The writing is.
And it's not even like it's overly descriptive or anything. It's like
No, I don't know how to explain it,
Me
but I feel
neither.
like
She
it's
uses a
slowing
lot
me
of,
down.
metaphors, I guess
Yeah.
maybe is what she uses, a lot of metaphors and stuff. So it's like descriptive in that way.
yeah.
And it's also
She's really painting a picture too. Like I feel like she's really painting like the
Mhm.
scene for the book. So
and I feel like
Yeah.
dialogue makes things go by quicker, and there's not as much dialogue.
There's
so
not a lot of dialogue. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's more dialogue the more that you go into it, but it's not like a ton of dialogue. But
Yeah.
compared to, I was reading Night Film before that, and that book is dense. That Where You Guys Have Sticks seemed like nothing. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Night Film is.
Got those thin pages too.
God, I
Yeah.
wanted to love that book so much.
I love it.
That's why I'm like, I'm literally in the middle of 5 books right now. Who am I?
That's
I
my
think we
life
all
all
are.
the time.
Yeah.
I never do that. I'm always in the middle of like 2, maybe 3, but like never like 5.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I always have like a physical book, audiobook, ebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, another 3 books.
Yeah.
Every format possible is
Yes.
being done.
Yes.
Monica is descriptive, and I just want to touch on that. What I meant by is it's not like overly descriptive of like the setting or like visually,
Right.
it's like describing people.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very descriptive of people and like using a lot of similes and metaphors.
Yeah.
It's not like she's not visually setting, like she's not describing the landscape or like.
Yeah. I want more of the landscape. I
Yeah.
want more of that because I love Massachusetts, so I want that.
I know, and it's like, well, the beginning of the book is summer, but I'm at the part
Yeah.
now where they have started it's like their second day of senior year, and they've
Spooky season.
it's spooky season. This
Yeah.
isn't a spoiler, but they say that they do their prom in November because they don't do a homecoming at that school. That's not a spoiler, but so I'm wondering if the prom is going to be like the pinnacle event, or if it's going to go through the whole school year, and maybe graduation will be. I don't know.
Yeah.
So because right now, it's like August or whatever in the book, but they said that prom is like the week after or the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So because they don't do homecoming, and I was like, So I wonder.
What's gonna
Carol's over there like,
She's like, I know.
I don't want to like, if I say something, I don't want to spoil it. But if I don't say something, I don't want to like be hyped. Like it's not because I'm hyping it up. It's just
I know. Funny.
We had a lot of people join us after this last sprint too, so I wanted to say hi to some people.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Riley. Hi, John.
Yeah, Monica, it does feel a bit info dumpy at the beginning, I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
Because you're getting introduced to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot in the beginning, I will say. Like I've considered just jotting, and I don't usually jot notes down while I'm reading. I'm not one of those people, but like I've considered like jotting notes down to keep track of who you're starting to focus more on key players. But I'm still getting other people confused. So
and it jumps from characters a lot. I feel like you don't spend a significant amount of time like one character at a time. It's just all over the place, so it feels like
I noticed that too. Yeah, it is a bit like I have the feeling like the narrator is this like blob that can just see everything that's going on, but also feels like it's a part of this team.
right.
I don't know.
It's
And
not
like
like a
one-
Stephen King book where there's 27 pages and like 10 of them are about like their bowel movements or something. It's like,
Right.
you know,
I feel
just
like it's
jumping.
one big like run-on sentence. Like I feel like it's just and then this and then this and then this and then this. Like the continuation of the descriptions. It's like, oh my god, but it's good. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
It's
It
very
took me a while to get used to how it's written.
yeah.
Like I'm like 80 pages in, and I'm like just now getting used to like, okay, this is just how it's written. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very unique writing style.
it is very unique.
I
Yeah.
think we'll probably sprint again at 40 and we'll do like a 20 minutes.
Yeah.
again.
That would be good.
So we'll sprint at 40.
Um,
I was gonna say, Amy, that I don't know if you and your brother, like for your podcast, like you're gonna do like products or anything like that, but you guys should talk about that.
Yeah, you need to do gummy
Bars.
bear and
Gummy bear.
the body sprays
Yeah.
of the 90s, of the 80s
And
and
the
90s.
baby
Yes.
talk.
Yes. There will be another episode next Friday. And I've already posted about it on our Instagram because we're going to try to get people to talk about the memories of it, but we're going to talk about the Babysitters Club. So,
Ooh, fun.
so if anybody has any particular memories of the Babysitters Club growing up or reading those, DM me, or there's a little question tag in the Cool Kids Club. Yeah, if anybody's watching who enjoys like 80s, 90s nostalgia, my brother and I now have a podcast called The Cool Kids Club. And it's like on Apple, Spotify, all that. We've only had 2 episodes so far, but we had an episode about the Burger King Kids Club and about Snick. So if either of those things are interesting to you, go check it out.
You guys are doing so good. I'm like, I feel like I would just run out of things to say in a podcast. Like I run out of things to say on here all the time. Like I would not, like I just don't know how you guys do it.
Well, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I talk a lot. And then every time
I feel like my talking is nonsense and I just repeat myself.
No, it's not. I always feel like I get off alive and I go, I talked way too much every time, and then I feel bad about it. No, I think my brother and I just have like a good rapport. Like we're just very comfortable with each other, and so like it's easy for us to talk 5 minutes about something. Well, then we've made like notes and like we know what we're doing, where we're going. He's had a podcast about wrestling for like 5 years, so he's used to doing like and he likes to do a lot of the research stuff. So we kind of know where we're going, and then just like just sort of riff and do whatever. So
sounds great.
It's easier if you had somebody you were doing it with, for sure. I feel like you could just
especially with you guys being like brother and sister, so you're just so comfortable.
And we're very close in age. We're just barely 2 years apart. And we're close, and we both love like nostalgia based stuff, 80s and 90s and stuff.
Yeah.
Bread and butter. So
fun stuff. Can't wait for more episodes of that.
You.
It's so good so far.
Thanks.
What we're gonna do another 6 more minutes. So I've been watching Game of Thrones for the first time.
I'm gonna start it.
Really? I just started
started
rewatching it. That's so funny.
I just started it, yeah, and I just started season 2. But yeah, like someone had told me to watch season 1 if I ever wanted to read the books. To watch season 1 and I'd get like an idea of the characters. But I already knew that, like once I started watching that I was not going to want to just like stop and then read the books. So I'm like beyond it. But
also, who knows
So
if those
good.
books are ever gonna finish? So
yeah, so I'm like, well, at least
I didn't like the book. The book. I watched the first 3 episodes of season 1, and the first episode really like, I don't know, it rubbed me the wrong way. And then like all the sex stuff, I was like, okay, I can't do this. So I stopped
Could it have
watching.
been
I'm like,
the incest that rubbed you the wrong way? Could that have been the gratuitous incest in the first episode?
maybe that's what it was. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to read the first book and then I'll, continue from there if I want to keep reading it. But I just did not like it. It took me like 3 years to read the damn book. And I finished it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stick to the show and I'm just going to drop the books. I read the first one. It's just too much. So I'm like, any day, my husband and I, we've been watching How to Get Away with Murder. I know, really late.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh, we love it. And we're like 3 episodes away from like finishing the whole series. And so I'm like, okay, next we're going to restart Game of Thrones and I'm going to watch because I know I'm going to love the show.
Mhm.
I know it.
Yeah. It's
I'm
definitely
excited.
Very high action. I think it's really, really good. It's a lot of like, I had to rewatch episodes sometimes because I would like be in the middle of putting the baby to sleep and then I would just like not be focusing enough because like you really have to pay attention, especially that first season. But like so much has already happened that I was like not expecting to happen. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
They
it's
tell me
good.
they tell me that the sex scenes kind of die down in the later seasons. Is that true? Because I don't know if I can
I
handle
think
it.
so.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. They had to because it was just kind of like
It was
enough
too
already.
much.
Yeah, like I saw a lot of nipple, just so much
Yeah,
nipple.
like, I
in
don't
that
even
stuff.
see that. Yeah.
It
And,
doesn't
like-
seem like in the books. I didn't feel like there was a lot, but it's also taking you a lot
wasn't.
longer to get through the story. So once
Right.
they put it in TV, it's like every episode or
It's
whatever. You know,
condensed,
it's a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's HBO. It's like they have a boob
Yeah.
quotient they have to meet.
Yeah.
Sex sells, you know.
I mean,
In our boob
Yeah.
quotas,
People are paying for the network, so they got to put the boobs in, you know.
Yeah.
this is not TV. This is
I want
HBO.
boobs for $15 a month.
Yeah.
No, I want full frontal male nudity for $15 a month.
Yeah.
And he did it in that show, and it's not who you want.
And I want it.
It's
I don't
never
know what
how
we can
you want
say, but I don't want no boringness when it comes to the male frontal. Like I want it.
Like Army Hammer style.
Yeah, I want it.
Yeah, like if we're gonna play fair, we gotta play fair.
Yes.
So I don't remember where exactly this came from, but it was like commentary for like a horror movie. Maybe it was Friday the 13th. And they were talking about how they could have male nudity, but he could not be, excited.
Yeah.
Because and they said they can have pickle, but it can't be angry pickle, is what they said. And so now
No, that
when
is
we talk about that, like in movies, I don't remember what it was, some like 80s slasher, and it was in the commentary. They were talking about how like they're like, yeah, we could have pickle, but no angry pickle, is what they were told.
My God.
So that's what I think. So that is like the rule. Like you can have that, but it can't be angry.
I don't get it, but okay.
I don't make the rules, whatever, but
Double
But if I
standard.
did,
as
it would
always.
be
I love it how John put I am only male here, so I'll have to watch what I say, and we're all here like angry pickles.
yeah.
oh god.
You just have to accept that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna come on a Stacks of Strange live show, like it's
I was gonna.
Oh
That's
yeah.
probably not the worst euphemism we've used.
Yeah.
We've
most
gone.
definitely not. That's not the weirdest thing one of us has said on here.
No.
No.
It's not a good quote, for sure.
Yeah, definitely not.
I like more the last 3 seasons of Game of Thrones than the earlier ones. I don't know.
I think in my mind, like season 3 is my like favorite. Like I don't know why. I don't remember what happened necessarily, but like if I think about it, I'm like season 3.
I feel like 3 through 6 were like really
They were
good.
the best seasons.
Yeah, really good.
And then when they shortened 7 and 8 and didn't give them as much time, That was
The final was all not that it was
movie.
awful, but it was just like, what? Really?
Yes,
I thought
and
it deserved
Well, that's
more.
fine.
I'm nervous.
I thought it deserved more time. It
It was-
wasn't
yeah,
necessarily that I was
exactly.
unhappy with the plot, but I was like, it just made it seem so rushed.
I
Yes,
know.
it was rushed.
Like HBO was gonna give them like 5 more seasons, but the directors were like, nope, gonna do Star Wars.
And then they lost the Star Wars.
Literally. So,
Yeah.
It's gonna be really triggered.
But don't let that scare you. Just watch the show. I don't think
Just
you need to
just
like
watch
get your
season
hopes up or
3.
anything, but I think it's
I think it's worth it overall,
Yeah.
even if the last
Oh,
2
yeah.
seasons aren't super satisfying.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm excited. I've
It's a
been
journey.
I was putting it off for so long just to read the books, but now I'm glad that I am watching it because I have something to do. All right, we're supposed to be sprinting,
Oh,
All right.
time.
so we'll sprint to the hour. All right. I
I'm
went
gonna sign off, guys.
saltines because my stomach was growling.
All right, I'm gonna sign off. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Hmm.
Hopefully, if you're wanting to eat, that means you're on the mend.
Yeah, I do. I'll get like my stomach will start growling and I'll eat like just something really little and then it'll start cramping. But I mean, it is what it is. At least I'm not as bad off as
Yeah.
my husband was. He had it worse, I feel like. So how'd you guys do in that sprint?
I did pretty good.
Actually.
I think I read about, let me see. I read 12 pages.
Of the stand?
It's the stand.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, and the same thing is happening because I didn't read it for a couple days. Now I'm like having to situate myself. And so when we start chapter 27, we're seeing from Larry's point, and I'm like, wait, who's Larry? Is he the rock guy? Or
Yeah.
But yeah, it ends up being him. There's so many characters that I get confused sometimes whose point I'm reading from. I love Nick though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do too. John wants to know what we're reading. I'm reading We Ride Upon Sticks, which is our book club pick for April.
Same.
I'm reading The Stand.
I'm reading One of Gilded Bones.
I've got Rule of Wolves by Lee Bardugo.
Carol, did you like A King of Scars?
Yeah.
You did? I started that one. You know, I love Lee Bardugo. She's like one of my faves. But I started King of Scars, and I wasn't feeling the same way I felt as reading her other two series. I don't know why. Like, does it seem different?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I really like Nikolai.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah,
I know. That's why I'm like.
Yeah. I think
Go ahead.
if you like him, I would suggest it. But I think Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom are the best.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But it might just be like a personal preference kind of thing, not like actually that the writing is better. But
yeah, I love the Grisha, the trilogy, the first one.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love that one. And I remember thinking when I went into Six of Crows, like, oh my gosh, nothing's going to be, Shadow and Bone. But I ended up loving it so much more because I just feel like their relationship is just deeper.
mm-hmm.
And I love Nikolai. And when I started reading, I'm like, damn, it just seemed like a little, I can't pinpoint what it was that I didn't like about it, but now that I'm starting the first one again, I want to continue and then go into King of Scars.
Yeah, maybe it's just like not as dark as Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom either.
Yeah, so, I think that's what it is.
I mean, there's still like death and violence and stuff, but like, I still to this day think about like Taz Brucker and his brother. I don't want to say anything, but like that was some dark, gross shit, and I was like,
that was gross. I was like,
am I reading a young adult book? What is this?
Yep.
Right.
I really like where she took it, and Kaz is just an unbeatable character, in my opinion. Like, he's just everything. I love him.
Are you going to watch the show, or are you going to like read everything first?
I don't know. I really want to watch the show, but I'm like, what about if they go? Do they go into Siege and Storm into this show?
It looks like they are wow, my mouth and brain don't work.
Not the same.
Yeah, it's all the same. Like Taz Brecker's in it.
They're doing the Crows and Shadow and Bone together.
Oh, and I'm like, so maybe I will continue reading it all the way through because I wasn't sure. I haven't seen any trailers or anything. Like I think the first trailer I saw was when they first announced it and they had like a little like announcement video thing. But after that, I haven't watched any previews or trailers or anything. I'm weird like that.
Before watching.
I'm not the biggest Lee Bardugo fan, so I think you're like I did like
for Deja being a fantasy reader, she's pretty silent over there.
Yeah, okay. When I read Shadow and Bone when I was like younger, I thought it was like fine, but like I wasn't like I didn't love it. And then looking back at it, I was like, she was kind of boring to me. And then I read Six of Crows, and I think I liked it, but I literally don't remember it. And like I feel like everybody's like, oh my god, like the characters. And like I feel like a lot of fantasy is made for me because I love the characters, and I literally have like no attachment to them whatsoever. So obviously I didn't care enough.
Yeah. I think the Shadow and Bone trilogy reads really young YA.
It really does, and I don't care. I love it so much. It's just my 15-year-old self is like here for it, so I don't care.
My first book
the first season that has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics so far.
Ooh. I think I'm gonna like the show better, honestly, because like I really liked the first book, and then after the first book, it went down because I love the Darkling and Mal. Literally, I want to karate chop him in the throat. I find him so annoying. Like,
I am Team Mal.
No, Mal. It's not that like I am like team the Darkling. I just think Mal is honestly like the most annoying creature on the planet. Like, I literally find him so annoying.
It's because he's a
teenage boy.
No, I read the series like when I was probably like 15.
Oh yeah, in the you were in that demographic, so you're
I still found him annoying. It's because like I feel like he tries too hard to be good, and like I hate characters like that. Like I don't like characters that try too hard to be good. Like I want a little bit of spice, a little bit of evil, a little bit of morally gray. Like I don't like characters that try to be good.
I like morally gray, but I don't know why. I just fell in love with Mal. Now, I was Team Darkling even when I found out that he was a dick. Like, I was just like, I don't care. He could be bad. I can change him. The 40-year-olds.
We all think we can change him, don't we?
Yeah.
Always. And so I think it's because, okay, I kind of like put it in my head, he's bad, like he sucks. Then I thought about her relationship with Mal, how they were together when they were little, they were fought, they share so much, and he brings that good in her, which sometimes it's hard for her to, grasp.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I didn't like that. I don't know. What was that really mean side character? I liked her. She brought a little bit of spice to the
Jenya, is it? No.
I don't know. Was it
Zoya is the one who's kind of a badass.
I like Zoya. But because it also was weird because I remember I used to watch this YouTube channel. I don't even know what it was called, but this lady used to like always do these videos about this random nail polish called Zoya, and I would watch them all the time. It got nail polish. So then when I read that, I was like, oh, like not her name is nail polish. I don't know, all these videos, like swatching them, and she had like all of them, and they were organized. They were just satisfying to me.
Somebody's thing is echoing.
Yeah, I don't think I'm. Oh, I think it's Amy.
I think it's Amy.
I'm actually gonna go anyway, so I'll let you guys like do your thing in chat.
We're gonna miss you. Bye.
I know, but I'll see you next Thursday.
Yes.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna like reread the books before I watch the show. I think I'm gonna reread all of them. I just haven't been in like a reading mood, but I'm feeling pretty good like reading these two books. So I think I'm ready for my reread.
Yeah.
What about you, Deja? Is your book good?
Oh, it is good. I mean, in all of these books, there's kind of like a lot of info dumping. So like I'm just kind of used to it. So I'm like, oh, like tea is going on, like a tea is being explained. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like stuff has already happened. Like there's already like been like I'm like what 80 pages in, and like a whole thing has already happened and is starting to get resolved. So like stuff has been going on. Like
Yeah, I've got the first 2 on my Kindle because of all the hype, but I keep getting scared.
I really want to read. I've always wanted to read more of her. I've had her on my radar. And then now, especially with not this book that you're reading, Deja, but the first one, it really caught my attention. But I don't know why I'm such a dork and I have to read everything in chronological order. Like I just can't read this one, whatever series, without having read her first book.
Her earlier series.
Marcy, do you know that she literally hold on.
Has like
There's
7
a
degree
million
books.
Okay, look at this is the first page.
Oh Lord,
Okay,
Jesus,
look.
no.
Wait, Marcy,
no.
wait. This is the second 2 pages.
I know. That's my problem.
There's no way, Marcy.
You need to get over that problem because
I really do.
Yeah, and
This is what I'm doing with King too.
Well, it must I would feel like that would put you off of an author because you would read like their very first book and they're not always like hit
but that's the thing.
right away. You know what I mean? So you're missing out on like a later series that's so good.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't want to read the really good, like latest series and then be like, oh, I'm going to go back and then really hate her first books instead of enjoying her lesser good works. I don't know. That's my mentality.
A lot of people say that this is not even like her best. It depends on who you ask. Because the thing is, this series is very info dumpy. So like you have to know that going in. But it's kind of because like the main character, she's not dumb, but she's a little dumb. So like, everything has to be explained to her. So that's why it's info dumpy, because it's from her perspective. So you're learning like her. So it doesn't really bother me because I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're learning, you're in training.
Poppy's a little slow, okay, because she has been isolated her whole life. She don't know nothing. Don't know jack squat.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it could be better in writing, but like honestly, I don't care. It's just one of those things where it's like it could be less info dumpy. Like I understand that, but like I don't care.
Yeah, it's good.
That's it.
Yeah. You're just stuck in a world that you love regardless of what's going on. And I mean, you're stuck in it for a really long time. So
literally like what? Like together, this is almost 2,000 pages.
That's crazy. I like big books though.
I know you do, Marcy. I'm not the biggest fan of big books anymore. Even though I have a lot of them.
Yeah, you read a lot of big books.
I don't read a lot of them. I read some. I'm not like reading The Stand. That's too much for me.
Yeah. But if you like fantasy, you're just gonna read
your
big books.
series right now is much longer than the one book.
Okay, but the thing is, I read like this one when it came out, and then I read this one 6 months later, and then I read this one 6 months later, so it was okay.
Okay, but The Stand is just one time. Like, you don't have to like continue.
No, I don't know about that.
She's like, no. And how is the font on the books? Is it little or is it normal?
It's kind of little.
Oh gosh.
It's kind of little.
Oh, that is tiny.
Yeah.
I thought this whole time it was gonna be like, maybe a little bit spaced out. Oh wow,
no, that's kind of little. That's why when I originally first started reading the first book, like I'm not a big ebook person in general. I tried to read the first one as an ebook, and it wasn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. And then like a week after I started reading it, the audiobook was coming out, so I was like, let me just stop the ebook and wait for the audiobook because I can.
Dude,
I think the audiobooks are better.
Reading ebooks that are like large books on ebook it's so
terrible
because you could you'll feel like you're reading like 50 pages and you could like be only like 2% further into the book. It's like the most frustrating thing ever.
Yeah, I find that ebooks, believe it or not, go by quicker because it's like I'm flipping and the next thing you know, you're like at the end of the book because you can't see it.
Right.
But looking at that percentage,
dude. Yeah, I need to figure out how to like get rid of the percentage because I obsess over the percentage so much where I'm like I get frustrated if I'm not like moving along fast enough.
Yeah.
Like I need to stop.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like about the NetGalley books. I wish they would show page numbers and not percentages. Like I'd rather look at page numbers because it just keeps going up. As far as with percentage, it's like you could be at 15% for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about when they do the location thing? What is that?
Oh, what is that?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know what it is, but it's just like
Is it supposed to like be converted into a percent or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
normally
know.
they have location. Normally they also have percent. For me at least, I don't know, but the location is like weird. Like, I don't know what it is.
I don't understand that either. What?
It's a free book. I can't complain too much.
I know.
Yeah, right.
So true.
I do want to read more Stephen King, just not a big one for now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, because I've only read Pet Sematary, and it was when I first read it, I liked it more than I like it now. But it was
I love it so much. I want to read. I can't wait to like get to that book to reread it.
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to it.
I don't know, like I liked it, but like it wasn't like amazing.
Yeah.
You know? But
Yeah.
like I feel like I'll like some of his other books better. Like I was trying to do a reading vlog back in October where I read his first 3 published books, and I started Carrie and The Shining, but then I fell into a reading slump and I got behind, so then they both put on pause.
Yeah.
So that happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm currently reading those too, but eventually I was really liking The Shining actually, like a lot. And Carrie was cool too, but I was really liking The Shining.
Yeah. I hear The Shining has its moments. I haven't read that one.
I liked it because like in it you get more of like the kids' thoughts, and like in the movie you don't get that like at all.
Mm-mm.
I don't like it. I don't know why. I don't like the movie. I don't like the book. And I'm like,
You
I
like
don't.
everything, Marcy, and you don't
I
like
do.
the Shining movie?
Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
the thing. That I'm so surprised because you would think it's like a mental thing, and I love things that have to do with the mind and going crazy and isolation. I love those things, but I don't know what it is about The Shining that I don't. And it makes me so sad.
I don't know. The Shining movie is really nostalgic for me, so
Mhm.
that's probably why too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish, but I can't. Oh well.
Wait, I have. This is from Crystal's shop, I think. Yeah, it is. It's like the.
Oh yeah. It's so cute.
It's so cute.
I love it, and the little button makes me so happy.
I got from her shop. I got the Jason one, and I just got it. I think it was yesterday. The one that says based on Stephen King, the shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited for that one.
I could fit a chunky book in here. Like,
Yeah.
I like them. They're big.
Oh yeah, and my Kindle cover is like a palmistry one from her shop too.
Oh,
I really like that.
So cute.
Oh yeah, she definitely fits. We got extra.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I thought that was a bug. It is. I was like, why did she place like that? I thought that was a bug.
Well, that was weird.
I'm sorry, like bugs really scare me.
I'm the same way. I hate bugs.
The way you just like jump.
You can literally fit both like two in here.
Oh wow!
Wow. Yeah, her
Nice.
book things are huge. I love them.
They're like closed, but like you could fit them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, I really thought it was a bug, and it
I can't believe you jumped like that.
Literally, like, tell me this doesn't. If you're like not looking, tell me that doesn't look like a little spider. Like,
Yes,
I need to like get rid of some of those strings or something because that's gonna scare me again. Yeah, that was.
The way you jumped.
And the thing is, I saw it before, and I was like, "Ooh, that kind of scared me." And then I saw it again, and it scared me. The fact I already knew it was there, and it still scared me.
Oh man, Riley, it's from Crystal's Moonlit Bookshop. It's look up Moonlit Bookshop.
She changed the name. She changed the name to her shop.
Yeah.
I think it's like I think it's just her. Hold on.
Crystal Visions, then, huh?
Yeah.
And
I thought that she changed it.
and it's like
It's on Etsy, and I'll link it in the description. But it's
So
if you
can
look up
watch it.
Crystal Visions on Etsy, or if you just if you follow Crystal on Instagram, she's definitely linked.
Oh my gosh, this person keeps
Her
asking what
channel.
we're reading. I guess they came right after we talked about what we were reading.
Yes, I think they did.
Yeah,
This is what I'm reading.
I'm reading We Ride Upon Sticks.
I'm reading The Stand.
Rule of Wolves.
Yeah, Crystal Visions shop on Instagram. There you go. Thanks, Carol. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a
to
sleeve
that.
from her and a shirt. Yeah, just
Yeah, I got a little
All kinds of
bracelet.
things on there.
yep.
I
A
got a
bracelet.
little, yeah, one of those little bead bracelets, and I just felt I'm not like big into bracelets and stuff, but when I saw it, I was like, I need to have it. And I think it was like the last one left. I'm like, I need this one, and I got one of those too.
I wish I could get more stuff from her shop, but like I'm kind of like already a broke college student, even though I'm not in college yet. So it's like I gotta, because I was nannying, but like basically like the kid went back to school at the beginning of this month. Like they didn't have a choice, like the school made them. So like I haven't worked like this whole month, so I have no money.
I feel you, girl.
But hopefully
Look.
I'm getting a job, and then also had to take out a loan for school. Let's not talk about it.
You'll still be broke after college. And
Yeah,
you won't be
I know,
college
but-
anymore.
But the thing is, the only reason I took out the loan is because for the first year you have to be on campus, and literally housing's like $12,000, but tuition's like $9,000. So the thing is, I already decided my second year I'm not living on campus. I'm coming my butt back home to lay in my own bed because there's no way that I'm paying $12,000 for a tiny room. No,
Yeah.
Is that for the semester? 12,000 for the semester?
no, for the whole year. But like with everything together, it's like 25,000. So I had to take out a $5,000 loan. But then if I literally like the next year, if I don't do housing, it's like 12,000. So then it's less for my parents, and I don't have to take out a loan.
That's
Look, I
insane.
lived at home all through college for like my, for free. Luckily, very thankful for that. But
Yeah.
the amount you spend just on tuition and stuff, anyways, like if you can stay at home,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not glad, but like I kind of wanted the experience, but like, so I'm kind of glad like I don't have a choice, because then I would feel like it very stuck with like
Yeah.
I want the experience, but like I don't want to spend the money. I don't have a choice, so at least I'm gonna get the experience, and then after that, I got a loan. I'm good, thank you.
but you can still go and stay with your friends on campus or visit. Like it's not.
Yeah, and my school, it's like going to be really good. Like I already committed, so like it is like my school. Like, but they literally have like a whole what's it called, primary care center that, and everybody gets a primary care doctor. They have like gynecologists. They have a whole COVID testing center there. They have allergy shots. Like the food is amazing. Like for the food plan, even the lowest one, you get all access Monday through Friday, and then you get 12 like credits to spend on restaurants on campus, like Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
And-
nice.
And you know what? I really love Chick-fil-A, even though it's kind of homophobic. We just ignore it sometimes. Okay, we gotta do what we gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. If you like something,
Chicken. Heck yeah.
listen, I am cruelty free. I do cruelty free beauty products. Like that's my thing. But there's just some things that I've been trying to look for in cruelty free, but they're not. And you just got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah.
That's as long as you're like evenly distributing your money through all companies, then you do your Chick-fil-A when you want it.
Yeah, and then especially if like the only two things that I know they have on campus is Chick-fil-A and Starbucks. Like they probably have more, but like those are like the two things that they advertise. If it's there and I have the credits to use for it, then like that's not my fault. That's not my fault. What am I supposed to do?
Look, Chick-fil-A kept me alive during my pregnancy. Okay.
There you go.
I love to see it.
There you go.
Literally, I am part of like the LGBTQ community, and like all my friends that are, anyways, like we all just like ignore, and we're like whatever. Like we're just gonna get our Chick-fil-A and move on with our days. It just be like that.
I'm not big on Chick-fil-A. Like if we go, I love their Chicken Littles, the breakfast.
Oh yes, those are good.
And I don't wake up early, but every now and then I'm like, I'll wake up early for the Chicken Littles.
Not wake up early.
Just for Chicken Littles. If
Those
not,
are
I'm
really
sleeping.
good.
Should we stop talking about food, Raine?
Oh, I'm
I
so
don't really care. It's fine. I'm
She's like,
I'm
eating
saying
my
like,
little teams.
if you have not tried Chick-fil-A mayonnaise, you need to get it the next time that you go, because Chick-fil-A mayonnaise is, I'm saying if you like mayonnaise, it's like the best mayonnaise I've ever tried in my entire life. Literally, like if I could, they don't sell it. Like they sell all like their other like sauces, but they don't sell mayonnaise. Like if they bought their mayonnaise, like I would buy their mayonnaise. Like there's something about it that's just, it gives me very like, it has like drugs in it or something. Like it's just so good. It's just it's good.
They're
I think it's
lacing their mayonnaise.
and my dad says it has like in the ingredients something in it. It's like mustard powder or something that's like not normally in mayonnaise, and it makes it just so much better. Like I just love it. It's just like tangier. I don't know.
Oh,
Love it.
that's awesome.
Their sauces are good, like all of them. They really just put drugs in all of their food. Like that's the only explanation. Because like, why is it addicting like that? Like I don't understand.
Like,
Yeah,
why
I
is
will
the
say
line
that.
wrapped around the building 3 times? You
Yeah.
might be onto something.
I noticed that. I'm not a huge Chick-fil-A fan, but if I do eat it, it is addicting, and you just want to continue
Want it
eating it.
again.
Yeah.
And like I don't understand, like, and their workers are very like culty to me. So like something's fishy about Chick-fil-A to me.
That's true.
Like their workers are like all the time, like, okay, calm it down.
Their
They're
mayonnaise.
so happy. I'm like, I worked at McDonald's. I wanted to kill myself. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, they're so nice. They're
literally
so nice.
And I don't understand how like the line be so long, and then like all of a sudden, like 5 minutes later, you got your
food. Yes, they're on point with their logistics and
like
stuff.
something is fishy about Chick-fil-A. Like there's something not right.
There were all these jokes going around on the internet about like when they first were putting the COVID shots out, and it was like taking forever. They're like, someone needs to call Chick-fil-A and teach these people how to run a line, because
literally that's what people were saying when they were taking forever counting the votes for the election. They were like, somebody needs to get the Chick-fil-A workers over there, because
just need like a general manager.
Yeah. I could never even work at Chick-fil-A. They would hate me because my hair is dyed. I have a nose piercing and I have a tattoo. They hate all of those things.
I can't be that friendly working retail customer service.
Yeah, me either. I know one person that works at Chick-fil-A. They don't like it.
Okay.
They really
Are they culty?
I don't know. I haven't really asked them. I just know that they don't really like their experience. Like it's too much.
Yeah, ask
It's
them if they
very,
serve
like-
Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
It's very like, I feel like it's like that toxic positivity. Like I feel like if you work there for so long, it's like toxic positivity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that. You know, sometimes you just gotta be upset and like just gotta like
Go off. Yeah.
That's what my mom doesn't understand. Like when I'm upset, she's like, Deja, like just stop thinking about it. I'm like, no, like like I want to be upset. Like I deserve to be upset.
Yeah.
I have the right.
Literally, like I have the right. So like no.
Let me just sit in my anger right now.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel
Ladies, I have to jump off.
totally fine. I was probably going to end this anyway because I don't really feel like sprinting again.
Totally fine.
I'm actually feeling hungry.
Oh, there you go. That's good. You gotta eat.
I could eat. I feel like I don't know.
Why don't you? Do you have somewhere you could get like a chicken soup or a soup, something that's not so
I have
heavy?
soup in the house because I bought some when my husband was sick with the flu. So
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Cool. All right, ladies. Love y'all. This was fun. I'll see ya Thursday.
See ya.